That little bit of worry when you're looking at a new car, or maybe just hoping your current one keeps running smoothly and doesn't give you any trouble. It's not just about how shiny it looks or, the price tag. For you, the driver, what really counts, what hits your wallet and frankly your sanity, is how easy and how affordable that car is to repair.
Exactly, over the long haul.
Right. So today we're going to cut through all the marketing noise. We want to give you a shortcut, really, to being well informed about what cars are the most reliable in 2025. Our mission in this episode go beyond just does it break down. We're focusing on what maintenance and repair actually mean in the real world. We've dug into industry surveys, big names like Consumer Reports, J.D. Power's latest vehicle dependability study, plus a bunch of other expert analyses. We've pulled out the key insights just for you. And this isn't just, shop talk for mechanics. It's essential info for anyone who drives or is thinking about buying a car. Could save you a lot of time, stress, and money.
Let's get into it then.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to Shop Talk, the podcast where auto repair pros get real insights to grow smarter, run smoother, and boost profits.
You know what's really interesting looking at 2025 is how reliability isn't some fixed idea. It keeps changing. It's getting more and more tangled up with a whole bunch of factors. Traditional mechanics, how durable it is, but also parts. Can you even get them easily? How much of a headache is it for your mechanic to diagnose? And even the software, the car's computer systems. Understanding all these nuances isn't just about dodging a breakdown. It's absolutely critical for your peace of mind and, like you said, your wallet over the entire time you own the car. It's about what happens after the sale.
Okay, so if we're looking for that sweet spot, dependable driving doesn't cost a fortune to maintain. Where does our research point us? Let's kick things off with the good news. Who's getting it right? Who are the champions of repairability based on the sources?
Well, it definitely confirms what a lot of people probably suspect. Asian automakers still really leading the pack on reliability and repairability. Often they're way ahead of the competition. The data consistently points to their, let's say, careful engineering, focus on durable parts, and thinking about long-term service right from the design stage, and that translates directly into easier, cheaper repairs for you. So, leading the pack for easy, affordable fixes, some very familiar names. Subaru, models like the Forester, Impreza, Crosstrek, they're consistently strong. People love their all-wheel drive, and they just seem to last. Lexus too in the premium space, the RX, ES, GX models, they keep doing well. They blend that luxury feel with Toyota's underlying engineering, So you get the premium experience, but maybe fewer premium repair bills.
Right. Less of the headaches sometimes associated with luxury brands.
Exactly. Then you got Toyota itself, Corolla, Camry, RV4. They're basically benchmarks. Ask mechanics what they recommend. Often it's these because they work and parts are everywhere.
Simple as that sometimes.
Pretty much Honda, too. The Accord and Civic still hold up that strong reputation for being efficient and durable. Acura, that's Honda's luxury line. Some of their models with proven track records also do really well. And Mazda, they keep getting high marks for just everyday reliability, especially their cars with the more traditional engines and transmissions.
Okay, so that's strong showing from the Asian brands. Kind of expected maybe, but it's not just them, right? Are there any surprises, any dark horses that are good for repairability? I like finding those sleepers.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where it gets quite interesting, because perception doesn't always line up with the data. Take Buick, for instance. Quietly, they consistently do better than many other American mass-market brands. Our analysis suggests it's not because they're using super cutting-edge risky tech. It seems more like a strategy. Focus on mature, proven vehicle platforms really nail the quality control over years that makes them a consistent kind of under-the-radar performer in the U.S. lineup.
Buick.
But Porsche seems committed to really solid engineering, and they actually use a surprisingly standard approach to components across different models. So when something does go wrong, it's often more straightforward for a good technician to diagnose and fix compared to some rivals. Less proprietary stuff.
Okay, that's genuinely surprising.
Then there's Cadillac. Their traditional luxury models, like the Escalade maybe, tend to rate higher than their newer electric vehicles, which seem to be having some teething problems. We can get into that.
Yeah, we should touch on EVs.
And even Ford. Specific models like the Mustang, the Icon, and the Escape, they actually perform above average for repairability. It
Yeah.
just shows reliability isn't solely about where the badge comes from.
That's a great point. So, a solid list of top performers, some expected, some really not. But what's the common thread? We hear reliable, but what's the actual, secret sauce that makes these specific models and brands easier and cheaper to repair?
Well, the sources highlight a few key things that come together. First, many of them just have incredibly proven track records. We're talking consistent, reliable performance year after year, model after model. It shows they're committed to quality, making small improvements, not just radical, untested changes all the time. They've kind of perfected their recipe.
Makes sense. Evolution, not revolution every time.
Exactly. Second, and this is huge for your wallet, they simply have lower repair frequency. They break down less often. Sounds simple, right? But fewer trips to the mechanic directly means lower ownership costs. It's fundamental.
Can't argue with that.
Third, when they do need work, their parts, their components are generally less expensive and easier to get. It's not just the price of the part itself, but how easily your local shop can actually find it and get it delivered. Cuts down on labor time, gets your car back quicker. Waiting
Yeah.
for parts is frustrating.
Definitely. And finally, a lot of these top performers, especially the sedans we mentioned, often use simpler, more mature mechanical systems. Less complex engineering usually means fewer things that can break, easier diagnosis, and you don't always need super specialized tools or training to fix them. So the big picture, it's about mature engineering, really focusing on that long-term ownership value. They design these cars thinking about the whole lifespan, including maintenance.
Okay, that clarifies things a lot. Proven tech breaks less, cheaper parts, simpler systems. Got it. All right, we've heard the good news, but there's always another side to the coin. So let's flip it. Which vehicles are the sources flagging as, let's say, potential headaches for owners and mechanics in 2025? Where are the trouble spots?
Right. On to the less rosy picture. We do see several brands and some specific models proving quite challenging when it comes to repairs. These vehicles often run into issues because of, well, a mix of things. Early software bugs, problems that often pop up when a model is brand new, or just the sheer complexity of their EV and PHEV systems. PHEV, remind us.
All right, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, so cars with both a gas engine and a larger electric battery you can charge externally. Kind of the bridge technology for some.
Gotcha. So who's on this list?
Okay? Examples from our sources include GMC, seems to show overall low reliability across its lineup. Lots of different kinds of issues reported, mechanical and electronic. Rivian, both the R1T truck and R1S SUV, are rated below average for repairability. Now, maybe not totally unexpected for a newer company pushing really advanced tech, but it does impact those early buyers.
New tech blues, maybe.
Could be. Cadillac's new EVs, especially the Lyriq, seem to be facing some of those early-stage dependability issues. People are reporting software freezes, problems with power delivery, things like that. Ford, right. The F-150 hybrid specifically seems plagued by battery and transmission problems. We're hearing about unexpected power loss, frustrating transmission glitches that take ages
That's
to
just
diagnose.
expensive.
It can be. And the Ford Escape hybrid is also apparently less reliable than the standard gas version. Toyota. And this one is surprising given their reputation, right? But the redesigned Tacoma
Yeah.
pickup and their BZ4X electric vehicle seem to be struggling with reliability early on. The BZ4X has had reports of charging system issues, general electronic glitches. Chevrolet. The Colorado pickup and the Blazer EV are reporting engine problems in the Colorado and electronic issues in both, like infotainment screens just going black.
Not what you want.
Not at all. Mazda's CX-90 PHEV also shows below-average dependability, dealing with its own hybrid system complexities. And Subaru, another twist. The Solterra EV, which actually shares its base with the Toyota BZ4X.
Okay.
It's having similar reliability concerns, even though Subaru's other models are doing so well.
Wow, that's quite a list. And some really big names, even surprising ones like Toyota and Subaru on specific models. So what's going on here? Are there common reasons why these cars are proving unreliable or difficult to repair?
Yeah, the sources point to a few recurring themes, some critical issues that seem common across these less reliable vehicles. It paints a pretty clear picture. First off, and this is a big one now, software and connectivity problems. Glitches with things like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, they're not just small annoyances anymore. They're among the most frequent complaints.
Right. Infotainment issues seem constant.
But it goes deeper than just the screen. It's software controlling windows, climate, even powertrain functions. Think about it. A simple sensor issue in an EV might need way more labor time now. Not because the part itself is complex, but the diagnosis needs special software, updates, specific tools just to clear an error code, something that might have been a quick fix years ago.
So, more time in the shop, higher labor cost.
Exactly. And just frustrating for you as the owner. Second big area, EVE and PHE complexities. It's not just the battery, though that's part of it. You've got high voltage systems, intricate cooling systems for the battery, specialized charging components, all requiring different tools and expertise than a traditional gas engine.
Specialized knowledge needed.
Right? And there's still a relative scarcity of technicians truly expert in high voltage systems. Plus, the parts themselves can be more expensive. It adds up to repair headaches. Third, we keep seeing this theme of high problem rates in new model launches. It just seems like the first year or two of a totally redesigned vehicle, especially when packed with new tech, often comes with more bugs, more unexpected issues. The kinks are still being worked out, manufacturers are under pressure, and sometimes it feels like the real-world testing phase happens in the customer's driveway, you know?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And finally, this might surprise some folks. Pickup trucks consistently rank lowest overall for reliability across the board.
But wait, aren't pickups supposed to be tough? Built Ford tough, like they say?
You think so, right? Rugged, built to last. So why do the studies consistently put them at the bottom for reliability and repairability? It raises a big question about, well, maybe the sheer complexity and the heavy demands we place on them now. Modern trucks often have just as much, if not more, tech than luxury cars. Huge screens, advanced driver aids, complex engine management.
True. They're like luxury SUVs with a bed sometimes.
Exactly. All while being expected to tow heavy loads, go off-road, work hard, it seems to create a perfect storm for potential problems. Complexity plus heavy use equals more things breaking.
That really shifts the perspective on ruggedness, doesn't it? It's not just about a solid frame anymore. So all this complexity, the software issues, the new tech challenges, what does it mean when we zoom out? Are there big overarching trends shaping vehicle repairability in 2025 that we really need to be aware of as drivers?
Oh, absolutely. The data paints a very clear picture with several major trends vital for you to understand this changing landscape. First, like we said, Asian brands are still largely dominating. Subaru, Toyota, Honda, Lexus, they consistently outperform most rivals. Their reputation as reliability leaders seems well-earned and continues. They have mature processes, solid supply chains.
Consistency is key.
Very much so. Second big trend, traditional hybrids generally outperform newer EVs and PHEVs. Your classic hybrid, like a Toyota Prius that's been around forever, its tech is mature now. They generally have fewer reported issues compared to the newer, fully electric or plug-in hybrid models. It suggests there's still a learning curve, a maturation process for the cutting-edge EV tech. Integrating batteries, motors, sometimes gas engines. It just creates more potential failure points right now.
Interesting. So older hybrid tech might actually be more reliable currently than the newest electric stuff?
The data suggests that, generally speaking. Third, and we touched on this, software matters a lot. Connectivity glitches, infotainment bugs, they're not minor anymore. They are genuinely among the most common problems people report. Imagine you're heading somewhere important, your new car throws a software error, locks up navigation or climate control. That's not just annoying, it disrupts your life. And could mean a dealer visit just for a software update.
Yeah, that's a modern kind of breakdown.
It really is. It signals a fundamental shift in what even constitutes a problem in today's cars. And finally, looking at vehicle types. Sedans consistently come out on top as the most reliable.
Still, even with SUVs being so popular.
Yeah, their overall design is often simpler. They usually carry lighter loads, less wear and tear, maybe? And conversely, as we just discussed, pickup trucks, despite being incredibly popular and having that rugged image, consistently struggle with overall repairability. They combine heavy-duty demands with more and more complex tech, leading to more reported issues.
That's a lot to digest. It really feels like the whole idea of car reliability is shifting under our feet. All this new tech, software, electrification, it's throwing new challenges into the mix. Makes you reconsider chasing the absolute latest features sometimes.
It really does. The definition of reliable is broadening. It's not just about the engine anymore. It's about digital stability. It's about whether the systems can be easily diagnosed, whether parts are available and affordable years later. It's the whole package.
So let's bring this home. This episode ultimately is for you listening right now. How can knowing all this, which cars are reliable to repair, which ones are maybe trouble prone in 2025, how can that practically help you as an auto repair tech or someone maybe shopping for a car?
Well, for you, this information is really crucial. Why? Because reliability directly hits your wallet through ownership costs. It significantly impacts how much the car will be worth when you go to sell it, the resale value. And maybe most importantly, it affects your day-to-day peace of mind.
Fewer surprise breakdowns is always good.
Always. So, choosing a vehicle from a brand that's consistently reliable, or even just picking a reliable model from a brand that might have a mixed record, that could mean fewer unexpected trips to the shop. Right. Less time dealing with rentals, and honestly, significantly lower repair bills over the years you own it. Think about it. Choosing, say, a Toyota Camry over maybe a brand new first-year EV model might save you thousands in surprise maintenance over 5 years.
That's a real possibility, and that's a tangible benefit.
Absolutely. And on the flip side, knowing which models tend to have more problems lets you factor that potential cost in when you're buying. It helps you ask smarter questions. Should I get the extended warranty? What does the service plan cover? It empowers you to make a more informed choice. Maybe you decide the cool tech is worth the potential risk and cost, or maybe you lean towards proven dependability. It gives you that power.
Right, you go in with your eyes open.
Exactly. And for auto shops too, knowing these trends helps them stock the right parts, plan repairs, manage customer expectations better. It's useful all around.
It really hammers home that point. It's not just about the sticker price, is it? It's the whole ownership experience, the total cost, including repairs and downtime over the life of the vehicle.
Precisely. It's the full life cycle cost and that day-to-day reality. A car that seems cheap up front can quickly become incredibly expensive if it's always needing repairs.
Okay, so as we wrap up this episode, the main takeaway is knowledge is power when it comes to your car. We've seen Asian brands largely still leading, traditional sedans holding strong on reliability, and new tech, especially in EVs and brand new model launches, often brings challenges that can affect repairability and definitely hit your wallet. This episode was really meant to cut through that noise for you, help you make smarter choices.
Indeed, understanding these trends isn't just, interesting trivia. It's really essential for making better decisions about repairs and purchases in what's becoming a very complex car market.
And here's a final thought to chew on as you go about your day. In this world that's getting more and more tech-driven, if software glitches are now one of the biggest reliability issues, what does that really mean for the future of auto repair? Are we moving towards a time where a car's dependability is less about its mechanical parts and more about its computer code? And will the most valuable people fixing our cars in the future be less mechanics in the traditional sense and more like IT technicians specialized in automotive systems? What makes a car truly dependable going forward? Something to think about. Thank you for joining us for this episode. We hope you feel a bit more informed and ready for the road ahead.
And thanks for tuning in to Shop Talk by ShopOfficer. If you found this helpful, share it with a fellow mechanic or shop owner and follow for more real-world advice. Want to take your shop digital? Visit shopofficer.com to get started for free. Until next time, keep wrenching smarter.
1, 2.